So here we go again. This is an alien. I started out wanting to do something probably traditional, more of a praying mantis alien, but you kind of see that it quickly goes into well, it doesn't quickly go into something else. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do because, like I said, I'm just freestyling this. I know I've mentioned that in other videos. I'm just drawing off the top of my head and seeing what happens. And you could see, like, I started out probably doing some kind of horns, but then I did much more of a solid piece. And I'm looking at this kind of an exoskeleton, and I wound up. I thought I wanted maybe some claws, and over on the other side, I decided to change it, and then I was gonna give it this really big, huge claw that had mouths on it, and when I'm doing something like this, I normally don't. Well, when I'm designing a creature like this, I would do this a few times. I would go through a few iterations of this. I'd probably go through 10 different iterations before I started to ink. But since I just decided to relax, and this is Inktober, Drawlloween, I just decided just to wing it and let my drawing let the drawing go where it goes. So you can see that I'm now inking it. I'm just trying to give this thing some texture. Now, the little collarbone that I put in, if I went to rethink this, I would put in some protruding bones on the outside. I just got like these weird tentacly things. I was just throwing everything at this design. I think it might be a bit too busy. I gave it another mouth down there. And I would at this point, to be very honest, I would not have even really inked this. I would have just drew it, put it to the side, maybe made a copy of it and changed some things around. So when you're drawing something like this, and you're trying to get a design, and I really wasn't looking to design, but say I was really trying to get a design for a client, or maybe I'm doing something for myself, I would do a bunch of different iterations of it. I don't just draw something once. Draw it more than once. At least draw it 3 times. At very least, you should be drawing it 3 times. That should just be, because about that third time, you're really gonna hit on to something. And like all the little lines and everything, got once I started doing that, it just the lines kind of disappeared a little bit, I guess. Some of the texture kind of went away, and now I'm just going in and just blocking in some gray, like I've been doing. Don't know if I'll be painting this one or not. I may. It might be a really different kind of experiment, and this is something where I would use some reference. I would either use insect reference or maybe crab shells or something like that. This reminds me much more of a crustacean like alien character, and I may not have made the decision to go two-tone, but I just wanted it to be a little bit of contrast since I'm not adding in any color. And I didn't want to lose. I didn't that arm right there. I really didn't want to lose that arm because everything would have been one color. I probably should have made it just a tiny little bit darker. But as I said, this is something I can always go in and fix. Now I'm just going in and just kind of straightening up the lines a little bit, giving it some black for the opening of the bottom mouth, and then I'll go in and color the lips. Then I'll do the same thing with the top area. So this has been a really interesting exercise for me because I know the next one is Raven that I have to do, and I got a few ideas, but nothing nothing solid. So I hope you guys are all enjoying this, and I'm just gonna stop talking now and just let this kind of run out. And oh wait, no, actually I'm not gonna stop talking because what I did was I brought this over into Sketchbook Pro, and I just put like a circular gradient on the back, which you'll see. There it is. So I just put that circular gradient. I put like my little glow brush. Then I just did a little weird background for it. So yeah, that is about it. Alrighty.